kitchen here with the poke that I foraged for earlier. And I am prepping it to go in the big pot right here. I definitely want to eat some poke salad this winter. So if you guys are right along with me, oh, here we are. Let's get this camera in the tripod. This is try number 2 to get this thing going. So here we are. I am just going to give you an eye look at me getting this prepped. And I'm sorry that we had to call it quits earlier, but welcome in. I finally got the camera going the right direction, and I have this wonderful mess of poke salad that I have to put away tonight. And I'm getting ready to wash this and put it in the big pot right here. I'm going to get this started boiling, but first, let's add a little more fresh poke into the strainer. And what I have here, this is fresh, new. So I'm just going to crack it off like this and put it in there. Hi, welcome in. Yes, I'm telling you, that is, poke salad is the best. It is one of my favorite greens of all time, and I absolutely love it. I'm reaching down in this huge big bag full of poke, putting it in here, that I picked earlier today. I tried to video it, and it was a pretty patchy internet. My data was acting up, so we didn't get a very good video of that. Hi, Amanda. Welcome in. I hope everyone is doing okay. I am so excited that I found a very good patch of my poke that I've been picking on for years. Good and ready to be picked when I walked Mr. Lucky tonight, and I am just pumped to be able to get this. And I'm going to can it, y'all. I'm just saying. I will show you. My fridge is full. But here is a beautiful little mess of poke that I canned earlier today. It's sealed. I was so excited when that little pop happened. You can see that little dimple is down right there. I was so excited when I heard that pop earlier today, and I said, okay, girl, you need to go get you some more poke when you get a chance. And that's what I did. Me and Mr. Lucky and Sugar Lumpus went for a little walk. If anybody was watching that video earlier, it was pretty choppy, but that's what we were doing, was picking this beautiful poke. Welcome in. I know it's late where I'm at, and I have no idea what the time zone is where you live, but I'm telling you, I am so excited to get this in the pot, boiling and good to go. If you've never had poke salad and you have questions, I could try to answer them. I am pretty consumed by putting this in the pot right now, but if you do have questions, I will try to get to them, or I will try to answer them in the comments later. Welcome in, everyone. This is Dora, that Yarny Zebra, talking about poke salad and the goodness of it. Chock full of protein, chock full of vitamin B, vitamin C. Just know that anything you read about poke salad on the internet is not always the truth. So I grew up eating this stuff as a child, and I'm telling you, this is probably what saved my life as a zebra, a person who is a survivor living with a rare disease. Getting this on my plate when I was a little girl and having it with the meal is probably one of the things that saved my life growing up without germ fighters. I am pretty much the bubble girl, and there's some major healing properties in this if you know how to prepare it. And I love it, and I've been preparing it and eating it for years, and let me just say, yeah, this is natural foraging for Appalachian food. This is one of the first spring plants that comes up in the early spring, and it was one of the first fresh veggie meals that the settlers learned to cook. And I'm telling you, read up on it. The Indians had a whole lot to say about this and the medicinal purposes of it. Some people laugh when I say this, but this is the other weed. This is the healing property weed. It helps so much with my arthritis pain. And I am just saying, get this in your diet. Get this in your diet. Read up on the holistic healing properties of poke salad. Yes, get the real facts of poke salad. I'm going to turn around and put this in the sink with some water here. I know I can't show you everything at once, but we've got this water over here rinsing and giving this a good little wash. I always put salt in my water just to make sure that I don't have any kind of little worm or aphids or just any kind of little critter that may be in here having a snack, because poke salad is so good. So I've got the water running. I hope you can hear me. I'm going to get this over here, shake it down a little bit, and we're going to put it right here in this pot. Oh my goodness, guys. The pot is getting full, and I still have like half a big bag to get in here. Oh my goodness. This is going to be good. I do have my jars all nice and clean and ready, and this is how much is still in here. So I'm going to get right to it. Thanks for coming along for the ride, or yeah, you can't see me, but you can see the process, I hope. Any questions about poke salad? Okay, this is not poke. This is a vine that just happened to get up in to the bag when I was putting it all in here. Lucky was very patiently waiting for Mama to do this. Have you ever seen anybody strip their leaves like that with the strainer? It takes the stalk out and gives you all the good stuff. That's how I'm doing it right here. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, everyone. I started videoing this because I know right now that the YouTube streets are pretty busy. A lot of people doing lives and playing games and having a good time. So I was just going to video this, and my little device said, you're out of room. Your storage is full. and it stopped recording. So I decided I would hop on these YouTube streets with everybody else and just get started and show you just a little bit about the process of poke salad and how to prepare it. I know, Joe, you seeded it. Joe, are you full? Joe's full. Anybody else that's full? You can look and go on. I don't want to hold up anybody from watching their favorite show or videos or any of that stuff, but let's get this in the pot so we can boil this stuff down. I personally, I boil my poke 3 times and rinse it off, and then it's ready to be prepared for eating. I don't spend a whole lot of time washing it. When it boils, I'm sure it's getting purified because I let it boil really good before serving it for a meal. I like to fry my poke up with eggs. There's a big piece of goodness that just went in the wrong direction. I like to fry it with eggs, and I love to use it in a quiche recipe, vegetable quiche. This is one of the best ingredients you can add to a vegetable quiche, and it is so good. So good. I know my sister has a small chicken farm, and they have so many chickens, hens laying eggs, and I said that would bless my heart to get some of those homegrown eggs to put in my quiche. I'm telling you. So I'm gonna see if I can get some of those eggs, y'all. It looks like it's gonna be a good day for making a delicious vegetable quiche. If you've never had a vegetable quiche using poke salad instead of shrimp, I mean not shrimp, but spinach, that would be something good for you to try if that is one of your fortes. Vegetable quiche is so good with this in it. I use my poke salad to substitute for spinach, cooked, keyword cooked, because you cannot just take and harvest this and put it directly into a salad. It has to be cooked. It cannot be eaten raw. I don't know if you remember seeing this as a kid, but there are very dark purple berries when this is matured. And you know, we were always told as kids, do not eat those berries. I always wanted to play with them because I love that beautiful color that it makes. I have some videos from last year when I was actually harvesting the seeds so I could have my own poke garden this year, which I do. I have my own little poke raised bed on my back deck, and the way that poke is, you can pick it all season and it will grow back, and you will have that ongoing fresh poke available to you if you do it properly and take care of that poke plant, the roots and everything. You will have a delicious mess of poke every other week if you do what you need to do to treat it with care. And when you harvest it, you only get the top part, like up here, this tender stuff. This is such good stuff. I appreciate you all watching. I'm getting ready to turn this all up here in a little bit and let it start boiling. But for now, we are just what Mama would say, looking on. We're looking on our vegetables here, our greens. We're looking on our greens. Make sure there ain't some little green worms hiding down in there. Wash them up real good. And some people actually fry the stalks. They take the stalks and roll them in flour and cornmeal and fry them. You can batter it with a little egg and milk batter and fry this baby up. I'm telling you. I did at the first of the spring when it was nice and tender. This one you can see is still green. It's not purple. So when that vine starts getting purple, I try not to stick it in with my greens. Everybody does it different. If you were watching some other video, they may say something else works for them, but for me, this is my go-to. This is my delicious greens that I have. And let me tell you, I was harvesting this good stuff, foraging for it the other day in my neighbor's side yard. He had just taken his fence down recently, and I kept looking out my back window. Mother goes, "Honey, I reckon that's poke right over there by that little building." And I said, "Mom, I don't know. I've never seen their backyard before." Well, you could see it from my back deck. She goes, "You ought to go over there and see what that is." So I did. I took Lucky out for a little walk, and I said, sure enough, that's what it is. So I picked me some of it. And the next 2 weeks, I went back to get more, and I heard a noise in the outbuilding, and I thought, oh boy, I've been caught. Well, I walked around to the front of the building, and there was this young man getting a weed eater out, and I said, "Hey, sir, do you mind if I pick these greens right here unless you want them?" He goes, "Oh, no, go ahead and get whatever you want. It's getting ready to be mowed." I said, "Thank you." And I said, "Have you ever heard of poke salad?" He said, "Oh, honey, yes, I have, but I sure don't want none." And I thought, okay, thanks. He goes, "Take whatever you want before it gets mowed here in a little bit." I got a landscaping company coming here in a minute. I'm getting the weed eater out and make sure it's got gas in it. I said, woo, glory. I'll take it and be happy. So I was tickled to get the poke salad out of his yard before it got mowed down. Just saying. Y'all, this good fresh stuff right here. I'm getting ready to put it in the water and wash it down. I know, sorry y'all, you can't see my face. I've got my back up against the sink wall here. But look at this. Look. And right here, I'm going to show you right here, guys, is where this beautiful stuff is just about to start going to seed at the top. When it gets so tall, it will do this. But I'm telling you, in my little raised bed out in the back, it's about from here to here. And it started doing that the other day. And I said, oh, time to harvest that stuff. But look at these little baby leaves, the little tender, fresh leaves right here. So succulent and tender. Oh my goodness. But I am stripping this stuff down that has these big leaves on it. But this little stuff right here is just going in just like it is, to include that tiny little budding thing. That doesn't bother me at all. Does not bother me at all. All right. We're getting this full so we can wash it and put it in the pot, y'all. I'm excited. I have always frozen my poke salad. Never have I canned it, but this year it's going in the canner, and that is going to happen. Just so excited that I have the jars to can with this year. Last year was a real tough year to get your mason jars. Anybody had trouble getting their mason jars last year? It was a year of craziness. I'm so glad that we survived that. God bless each one who may have lost a loved one to that craziness. But you know what? People say eating this is dangerous. I'd say if you don't know how to prepare it, it could be dangerous. You just can't go out in the yard and pick it and eat it. But this is some good eats right here, you all. I'm going to strip that one right off. It'll be all good. Yes, indeed. Thanks again for coming in. I am not able to see anybody's comments. I don't know if I turned them off by accident when I started over with the stream, but I can't see any comments on the screen. I love you all. I appreciate you giving me your time tonight, or morning, wherever you are. It could be morning. It could be afternoon in your neck of the woods. But this is called stripping the poke. Stripping the poke. Now everybody does it different, but this has been a good help for me. So I can just get it done. Look at this beauty. Look at this goodness getting ready to go in the water. I'm going to grab some of this up while we are getting this one rinsed. That pot's going to be so full. Absolutely loving it. I might just strip down like this. All this little fresh stuff doesn't need to be stripped down. You just go right in the water just like it is, because this is the tenderest part. When the leaves starting getting a little big, I like to go ahead and get all the tough parts off of it. I've got a real good mess here tonight. It was just waiting on me to get out of the hospital and go pick it, y'all. I'm telling you. It was just waiting. Okay, let me turn around and see if I can fit this in the water that's rinsing behind us here. Have you ever had poke salad? Anybody? You ever eaten it? You ever had it at somebody's house? Growing up as a kid, when I walked in the house, when I got off that school bus, I was like, oh, Mama's cooking poke. I could smell it, and boy, was I excited, because I knew I was going to have some of my favorite goodness for dinner. Absolutely, guys, it's getting full. It is getting filled up. Let me turn that water off. Oh, sugar, you don't need none of this. Sugar's like, what you got there, Mama? Not for you, baby. It's not for you. Yeah, I'm trying to get this in, guys, so we can start boiling this stuff up. You know that getting it cleaned out like this is probably the longest part. Well, the boiling is too, actually. I make sure it comes to a good rolling boil before I rinse it off and start another boil. But I do 3 good boils of this good stuff. Woo! I had to get my chair and sit because just foraging, going and getting this tonight, it was about 8 o'clock, I guess, when I went. The sun was going down. I was wore out. Lucky was like, come on, let's go for a longer walk. And I was like, buddy, Mama just can't do it tonight. I just can't. Let me get that in here and show you guys how I'm stripping it down. Absolutely delicious. Does anybody remember having this as a child? Or as an adult? Getting it yourself? I have a sweet friend, Nani Mae, who eats this good stuff for supper every now and then. We swap recipes, ideas. I think her son makes quiche as well. Now this is good with salmon patties, y'all. I know. People are like, don't mess with my salmon patties. I like it my way. That's all right. Throw in a little extra to it using poke salad. It's amazing. It is amazing, I'll just say. Absolutely. Now, like I said, I've been picking off of this exact poke for the last 3 years, and it keeps coming back. You can find poke salad along the fence line. And poke salad is not toxic to birds. Just saying, in case anybody's wondering. I have just seen those birds eating the seeds, those big old purple or black pokeberry seeds, and doing their business. And you can see the purples, you can see the seeds right in it. Guess what? Wherever they do their duty is where that poke is going to grow. Just saying, in case you're wondering, those birds can munch on this stuff. Guys, I'm getting close to the end over here, so I wanted to do this real quick. If anybody was wondering what a bloom looks like, it's starting to head, but it's going to be a while before the berries come on. Just saying, the big berries that our parents said, don't ever eat those, you'll die. Well, I survived. I made me some lipstick out of it once. Was playing dress up, had some lipstick on. Came out of the woods. Somebody was thinking, what in the world have you been playing with? Yeah. Okay. Could have been blackberries. You know, you never know. The pokeberries are beautiful, but I'm telling you, I tried to dye my hair with it last year and it washed right out. It's a temporary dye. It's a temporary dye. I did it to do a dish towel, a white muslin or cotton dish towel, and it washed out in the next wash. But it was pretty for a while. I even tried to dye yarn with it. It turned a very ugly brown looking. Yeah, I wasn't too pleased with that at all. It's me. It's Dora, that yarny zebra, right in here. I just about gave up on doing my strainer because my back is hurting and I've got to hurry up and get this in the pot. And then I'm going to go sit down and do a little bit of crocheting because I am that yarny zebra after all. Yeah, just stripping this good and yummy leaves off of here. See how much I can get in here, y'all. See how many more pieces I can fit in this bowl. Okay. Okay, let's see how much is left in this bag down here. I'm real excited. I think I might be to the end. I'm at the end. I'm at the end. I didn't want to reach down in there. You know, sometimes at the bottom of the bag you'll find a worm or something, but not today. I usually pick it real good. I don't want to get it where it might have been peed on by a dog or whatever. Yeah, I make sure that this is good stuff. Definitely don't want to put something in here that is not edible. Look at me, I'm grabbing all of this except for this one. I saved this one just to show you guys. I know. Hang on, I'll show you the one in my hand. I'm getting all of this tossed. Woo! Sugar, don't come over here. You don't need any of this. It's not for you, baby. Yeah. Okay, guys. All right, this is getting ready to be washed. I'm putting it in the water right now. Right behind me, got that water running. But I can't resist showing you this poke leaf. Is that not for me? It's a heart. It's a heart. It's a heart poke leaf. Yeah, just had a little problem growing right there. So this is for me because I love poke salad so much. And I love you. Thanks for watching. I'm going to put this in the water. It needs a rinse, just like all the other pieces that I might have lost in the shuffle over here. I'm going to put it in the water. Look at that. Cleaned up my area. Get this cleaned up. Come back over. Yeah, I was sitting in this big old patio chair from my back deck. Okay, guys, it's getting ready to go in the pot. This is the last big bowl. This is the last big bowl. Strainer full of poke. Woo, I'm so excited. Okay, it's coming in. Y'all see it? Going in there, and oh my goodness. Okay, just so you guys know, this is just like that cabbage. Gotta boil that cabbage down. When you boil this stuff down, it does shrivel up and shrink. So what looks like a big, huge pot of poke salad is going to shrink down. It's a little hot in there, so I'm not going to touch it with my hand, but I'm going to push it down. Can y'all see that? I'm sorry. I'm going to push her down. Get that water covering every bit of it. I'm going to throw a little bit of Himalayan sea salt right down in there, y'all. If for some reason there's some little buggies that I missed. If I can get into it, that is. Without breaking a nail. Goodness. What in the world? Maybe I dropped it or something. It's on pretty tight. Right here's the spot where you lift up. There. So I'm going to get this pink Himalayan salt grinder from Meyer. Get that in there. Just takes care of anything that might be trying to stay in there, but I didn't see a thing. I washed and washed, and this is boil 1 of 3. So this is going to get a good boil. Turning the heat up right now. It's going to start boiling, and this will be strained off, and another big pot of water will be going in. I have another thing of water over here that I'm going to switch to this burner. So there'll always be some hot water to go in here, and it'll just be in a continual good steamy boiling happening. And then I will put this stuff in the canner, and it will be set and ready to go for the winter. Absolutely. This is good stuff. I'm going to put my label on there. All right, we got some steam already because this water's been sitting here warm. Oh, and now we're going to get it boiling, y'all. Absolutely. I got my big old lid. I'm going to put my lid over it. Oh, excuse me, I found some poke in the floor. Got to get that up. Can't be leaving that down there. I'll reach over here and get my lid that goes right on there. Let me rinse that off a second. Just got to make sure. Oh, it's good on the underside, but there's a few splashes on it. Here we go, guys. Let's get this on here. All right, time for the boil. And I'm not going to make you sit through all that. It's going to take 3 good boils. And I'll try to do the rest in a video later, so you can see the process that I do with my canning of poke salad. I use the small jars. It's just me. I use the small jars for my canning. And yeah, they work really well. So excited to be able to find these little jars so that it can happen, y'all. Yes, canning your food. This is Dora Beth, that Yarny Zebra. I'm getting ready to sign off, y'all. Thanks for watching. God bless you all real big. I got a kitty over here playing in the floor, making noise. And I am drinking some Italian espresso so that I won't fall asleep while my food is prepping for the winter. Much love to everyone. I'm sorry if I didn't see y'all chit-chatting. Hey, I watched you pick these live earlier, said Matthew. Yes, sir. That is some good stuff, I'm telling you. If you've never had it. It's heavenly. Go back and look at some of my videos of the stuff I make with pokes. Poke is a natural green that just grows here in my neck of the woods. Probably up there in Jersey too, honey. I'm just saying. Never know. Never know. Hey. Hello, everybody coming in or getting ready to leave. Hey, Ashley James, thumbs up. I'm not a big fan of greens or veggies. Does this poke salad taste good? Yes, Amanda. Look at some of my other videos where I make it. I have several. You can fry the poke. Yes. Stalk. You can fry the stalk if it's very early in the spring. The fresh, tender stalk, it's probably about knee high when you can do the stalk with it. I love it. It has just been a lifesaver for me. It's got a lot of vitamins in it, B12, all the B vitamins, vitamin C. Research the good parts of it. Most of the things you're going to read on Wikipedia is like toxic, do not touch that, don't eat it, don't look at it, you'll get sick. Not true. Not true. But I'm going to get off of here. God bless you all for watching. I will try to video the canning process. So if anybody is interested in that process, it is happening. And this was my first can of poke salad from earlier today when I found this little mess when I was walking Lucky. And then I remembered there was this huge big patch that I could get if I could just get to it. It wore me out. I was exhausted, but I made it. God bless you all real big. I'm sorry if you missed anything. Watch the replay. Remember, Jesus loves you and I'm his favorite. But you can be the apple of his eye. Stay blessed.